Star Wars is in a really bad place. It's been in a bad place for a long time, but The Mandalorian did a really good job of trying to fix that rift in the Star Wars fandom. And then the Gina Carano situation happened, and it kind of reopened all of those old wounds and brought everything that was kind of being suppressed down back up. And that's on Disney. That's on Lucasfilm. That's all on them. It was a mistake to do what they did. And I don't think that they really knew what they were getting into. Or maybe they did. Recent rumors say that some of them are quite happy about everything that's happened. But let's get on to some other stuff here. Because I don't know if you knew this or not, but there's quite a few organizations in the entertainment industry that are supposed to champion women and women's rights and so on and so on. Check this out. It's from Backstage.com. 9 entertainment organizations that champion women. You have Women in Film. You have Film Powered, Camp Real Stories, Lady Filmmakers Mentoring Program, Miss in the Biz, Women in Comedy, Real Ladies, Women Make Movies, and Chicks Making Flicks. Now, I'm sure there's probably more than just those, by the way. This is the big one, though, Women in Film. Okay, this is a nonprofit organization that's dedicated to promoting equal opportunities for women, encouraging creative projects for women, and expanding and enhancing portrayals of women in all forms of global media. It's interesting, considering none of them have stood up to what's happened right now. In fact, they've been even quiet on the Rosario Dawson stuff, which I'm going to get into in a second. But I just thought this was really interesting. All these organizations that are supposed to help women in entertainment, and not one of them have had anything to say about this situation. They've all been pretty quiet about it. Nothing to say. It really kind of shows you how all these people will lockstep to get somebody out of Hollywood if they don't have the right opinions. So, maybe if Gina was a little bit of a more left-leaning person, they'd rush in to help her. This isn't fair. This is wrong. Pedro Pascal did the same things. This isn't very equal. Where are they at? It's hypocrisy at its finest. So I thought that was rather interesting and wanted to go over all of it with you. But now let's check out the next big thing, Rosario Dawson. Because they're, of course, coming after her now, which I find interesting. This is 5 days ago. And it doesn't, you're right, if you're looking at this, it doesn't say anything about Rosario Dawson on here. We're getting rid of her. You're right. Why the Mandalorian didn't recast Bo-Katan, but did Ashoka Tano. It's very interesting. But then we head down here to the second paragraph. And check this out. The recasting raised questions in Star Wars viewers' minds. Why change the portrayal of Ahsoka but not Bo-Katan? It doesn't help there. It doesn't help there was some controversy around the announcement of Dawson's casting in The Mandalorian due to some allegations that were all dropped, by the way, 5 days ago. Boom. What do? They link you to this. Is that a big shocker? It shouldn't be. So they are going after her a little bit, and I find it funny. They all print this stuff. This is an older article, by the way, but even in this article, the charges were dropped. None of them talk about that. None of them talk about the fact that the person who made these accusations towards Rosario Dawson, all of them got dropped. None of them are there anymore, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She still has to apologize for something that she didn't even do. Something that she didn't even do. And now Disney has empowered all these people, given them all kinds of power, emboldened them. And guess what? They're right back at it. They're right back at it. This is from 17 hours ago. Hashtag fire Rosario Dawson. Okay, and it's not a single case. There was a whole mob talking about this. And it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. But I think Rosario Dawson will be fine. Look at this. See how they work? They just spam it over and over again. This is how this is done. This is how this is done. This is only going to get worse. And this is Disney's fault. There are some people supporting her by the way, too. But Disney has, I see, hashtag Disney Plus is trending. Okay. Make sure we jump in on that one. But this is how this works. So Disney is emboldening these people, giving them power. Okay, that's all Disney. So now they're going to double down because now they've been emboldened. You've seen it with Chris Pratt recently. I covered that. A jet engine broke by a company named Pratt & Whitney. That's who made that jet engine. But it had the name Pratt in it. Pratt started trending. So, of course, people jumped in and tried to get him fired. So as soon as Ashoka material starts coming out, as soon as they start promoting that television show, as soon as it starts getting attention, especially when it launches, like every time there's a media release, an episode drops, you're going to see hashtag fire Rosario Dawson, and it's going to trend, and everyone's going to jump in there and jump on her until they fire. Now, I don't think Disney will actually fire her because she has the right way of thinking. It's a little bit different than what happened with Gina. She doesn't deserve to be canceled either. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy here. As long as you have the right type of thinking, you'll actually be fine. It's the wrong think that gets you kicked out. And, all these groups, they don't do anything. They don't stand up for anything. What's the point of these groups then? Just to take money? That's it? You just taking the money and not doing anything with it? These little groups make a lot of money from these limousine liberals out in California. Lots of money. And looks like they don't do anything with it. They just sit on it, which I don't think probably shocks anybody. I'm sure the people that run the group, the board, I'm sure that they're living really nice off of all that money. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I would like to point out that still the official Star Wars channel is getting lots of heat. Look at this video from the 23rd. This is one of the higher view count videos on their channel of recent time. 112,000 views. It's got 21,000 dislikes to 2.6 likes. And this is, of course, a High Republic post. This is the type of material that Kathleen Kennedy, what am I saying? That Kathleen Kennedy wants to be popular, is this High Republic trash. From what I hear, especially after watching like Overlord DVD's channel, she's very, very upset at the Mandalorian's popularity and wants this kind of stuff pushed well over that show, which is probably one of the reasons that she fired Gina. She can't have that strong woman narrative, right? Can't have people actually liking a strong woman. It kind of goes against that whole reason that she said, "Oh, we got all these istophobic male fans. They just don't like Rey for that reason." Gina Carano comes around, kind of destroys that narrative, doesn't it? Can't have that. Anyway, that's just a theory that some people have. Anyway, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe. Please subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. Share the video. Make sure you hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.